Okay, we're back here on what's today, Dawson? Monday, right? Yeah. Monday after the holiday. And sun's coming up. It's going to be 90 and super humid. So what we're going to start off with is Dawson's going to go under there with brackets and hook their band joist to their 4x4. And then we're going to run some GRKs, big bolts, through our 2x10 into the 4xs. And then we're going to stagger. See these, Dawson? See, I got one started. We're going to stagger and go right between each one and get one in there too. That's required. They have a double 2x6, but it's not really connected well. So we're going to do connectors on it. We got all kinds of joist brackets. He might be using these. And he's going to go on the inside corner and screw them on to make sure it stays. So we're going to use a little impact there. Dawson's going to start on them. I got joist hangers to start here, the angle hangers. And I might come in and do some heavy nails or screws right here, because we're going to put a second band joist on here. It working?
Nope.
Should be.
What's wrong with this?
Push in on it. This will shut off in a second here. Keep it nice and tight. Dawson's doing them lower hangers there. I'm putting in these GRKs. Pretty rugged stuff. I love them. I'm going in between each joist, making sure our band joist is on really well. Our ledger. Dawson's done underneath, and he takes, show me what you do with them. I don't understand why the brackets are always open. You know, they're open like 10 degrees. We give them a good squeeze. He lifts them up all the way. Some people pound the tab in. I don't think it's necessary if you squeeze them. And then you just got to have it supported on the bottom. He's used that little impact, and he's driving them in. And you know what you ought to do? Maybe leave the top hole empty. We might drive screws in them. All right, and just leave the rest of them with them. Don't take long, does it? And we're putting a long screw in the top, and he's putting the joist hanger nails in. And I got all these hangers on this side. And I got some 16 penny ring shank out here. And we're going to cover this up with another 2x10, nice one anyway. We need one post here in the middle. And the pressure's a little loud here. Not sure if I need a post over there. I think what I'm going to do is blend right into the existing. So I might do a 2x4 up, because everything stops flush up there. I don't know if it'll be bulky looking doing a 4x4. We'll do something so it lines up good. So I'm going to notch this post out so it can go down past the 2x10, and we can bolt it right on there. We're putting a standard joist hanger there, but here we got these angle hangers. See how nice these are going to work? Slide them right up. Down through here, I'm getting all these brackets on the angles. All right, we got all the brackets on. All the insides. We got all the outsides. Flush cut this. Got my post up there. Got a place to put my decking around it on each one, blocking. Sometimes I run blocking if it's like a 12-foot. It would end up going right about here. I'm not sure I'm going to run that, because it's such a short, these are going to be short little boards. But Dawson's raking, making a mess. We got to get the fabric put down. We got to frame the bottom of the deck before we can't move anymore. And then we're going to put that second ledger board on the front. This one being a single, I want to beef it up. And then I'm not sure if we're going to start the stair framing, or if we're going to start putting some decking on. I'm always worried about a homeowner falling in something, so I don't want to bring the deck boards out and not attach them, because, you know, they can warp in this hot sun. It's going to be about 90 here shortly. So we're going to stay hydrated. His knee's getting a little bit better. We don't know how he did it, if he twisted it or not, but something. And we're just going to push all this excess little stuff off, and then it's going to look pretty good under here to put fabric down. And then we're going to run 2x framing across the bottom to receive the 5/4. And that's going to be across the front here. All right, I got my blocking around the post. I got my band joist attached. We got some GRKs and screws. Dawson's printing out 8s and 12s. We're going to stagger the joints because we don't have lumber long enough to go this. So we're going to make a decent looking pattern, at least every other one. I'm going to notch this first one, try to get it to fit in there, and then we'll just cut off the ends. So what we're going to do is keep it, our screws 1 inch in from the edge because we don't want them splitting. We don't want to overdrive our screws and sink them in so it holds water. We don't want them up so you trip your sock on it. And that's about it. And then on the ends, you want to keep them in, and occasionally we pre-drill them because they will split, right, Dawson? Yep. So if you think they're going to split, we're going to get a drill out and pre-drill them. We're going to cut that end one. Maybe you can go over there and swing that around and take your pencil and mark it. We're trying to keep these consistent, but you know lumber is always all over the place. That fan isn't bad. It's going up in the air more, but here's my last little notch here, guys. I'm going to put that on. Like that, see that? Now I'm gonna snap my line, cut this off. Dawson, he's got a screw backed out on his joist, lined the board up so they're all in a straight row. So if you happen to sit there and look, the screws don't go all over, because I've seen that. They can range almost 3/4 of an inch and they don't look great. So this is a nice straight edge. All right, slowed down since it got hot here, but we're gonna plan out where the stairs are going to go. I got cut stringers and we got to frame the bottom, so I don't know, doesn't matter which one, except I think our framing, I think both of them are on the bottom in the trailer, so we got to figure that out and get all this junk moved. Well, that fan feels good. Look at him over there texting. I run a straight edge. You can do a level, it don't matter as long as it's touching your deck. We're 46.5 inches to the ground. So now we're going to divide that out and figure out how many steps we need. So if we did 8-inch high steps, it goes into 48. So if I do 6 steps and have the 6th step, the top, then I can start my 5th step down 8 inches. And that's probably what I'll do. And I want to make up some stringers. Yeah, I don't like to buy pre-made stringers because they never work, because their bottom will be too short, too tall, top won't line up. I want them all the same. So I always make my own. And we're going to use that 2-inch tread that's got a groove in it for traction, because she specified she don't want any front railing, no step railing, which is against building code, but that's her house. She wants it. And so she's in the country, nobody's going to check it, I guess. But I don't want her slipping on, you know, moisture or frost. So I'm putting the best tread on I can get. And then they're going to be 4 feet wide. We're going to make 3 stringers, 46.5. So let me figure this out. So if we start off with 7 3/4 inches, what we're going to do with the bottom one, if we put our tread on, which is 1.5 inches, it's going to be too high. And what we did is our difference over here is 46.5. So 46.5 minus 7.75, 38.75, 31, 23.25, 15.5, and 7.75. So our treads are 1.5 inches. So we have to take off 1.5 inches off the bottom of the first stringer so that the top height is 7.75. And then everything's going to line up nice. Got all these screwed down. The deck is pretty rugged over here. This doesn't move at all. Her deck's got a little bit of iffies going on there. She said don't worry about it, so I ain't gonna touch it. We're gonna join in to the height here, cut that off, run a 2x6 top cap, I guess, and then we're gonna do a 2x4 rail and spindle. And she wants to use her old stuff. I don't know if it's worth using. I'll check it out. If she wants to, we'll use it, and then buy what I just put new on. It's usually faster. And over here I ran they put that extra board out there if it collects snow and water. So I just ran mine over to that because I didn't want that ugly thing sticking out. And then we just got to do the skirting on the bottom, the framing for that. And then stairs. She wants rocks kept here. We got to get rid of debris. Rake, clean up, put our fabric under there. And then we got to come up with a wide live edge slab or something she wants for a bar top. So day 3, we got all of our hangers on. Got our center post in I wanted to put. Got it raked out. All our deck boards screwed down. Anything else? We sweated, what, 5 pounds? Yeah. I need to work in the summer, guys. I'll be back down to 140 pounds, right? So we'll be back tomorrow to build our stringers, framing for our deck. We're probably going to dig down a bit, put in a concrete block below our I can't even say it, our stringers, and then do our treads, our risers, and frame the bottom, and then start our skirting.